Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hi, Ava. Hi, Billy. Oh my goodness. The fun begins. All right. Get you taken care of. Set your other two here. Got to make sure they get their Blue Buffalo. This stream is not sponsored by Blue Buffalo Health Bars. They're just Ava's favorite. Here, baby. Here you go. Oh, Billy, I'm sure I've got something here for you, too. Oh, I thought I had an open package. Hold up. Oh, here's a couple. Here's a couple. We're gonna use up the remaining Temptations Prey. Yeah. Oh, Ava, here's your third. Here's your third. Hi, Earl. Welcome. Okay, so sorry. These guys have been going absolutely crazy trying to get treats out of me from the moment I got out of the shower. Oh my gosh, they splashed some on my camera. Billy, you pig. Here, Earl. Now I've got, oh my gosh. Okay, that should be good. Here, Earl. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd. Hello, Joey Bag of Donuts. Hello, Eileen and Carlin. Thank you so much. I would give you the heart, but Earl's in the process of eating. He's stolen our heart right now. Hello, Auntie M. Hello, Manny. So good to see you. I'm sorry that you have to go, but I'm so happy that you stopped in. Hello, Donald Westerdale. Billy, my goodness. I promise, buddy, it's not the last food you'll ever see. I swear. There's more food in this world. You know, when I first logged on, I saw that comment. And it takes me a minute sometimes to process things you say. But I first read that as, Joey, I lost something in the theater once. And of course, yes, my brain went, yeah, your virginity. And then I reread it and realized that wasn't what you said at all. Hello, C-Rex. That goes along with the theater remark. Knowing Jerry. Hello, Wolf Lord Lover. Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, Clea. Welcome. Hello, Charlie. And see, I need a warming blanket. You need a cooling blanket. We would never work out together. Aside from other reasons. You know, I couldn't be with my brother. Yeah, I know. He flung it onto my camera, too. Oh, Ava. Yeah, you got it. You got it there, buddy. Okay, guys. Obviously, when the case starts, the first thing I'm going to have to do is go wash my hands. You good there, girl. Here, let me give Earl the rest of this too. Stop it. Here, Earl. Here you go, buds. Okay. Oh, hi, Tiny Kitten. Tiny needs some too. Tiny, why don't you come on over here over at the window? Earl got his own licky treat earlier. So he's kind of being a little greedy at the moment. Come on, Tiny. Not you, Earl. Yours not Tiny. Hello, Casey Battles, my love. Oh, come on. Oh, Tiny Kitten. Tiny, come on. Come on. I can't reach all the way over there. What do you think I am, Gumby? Come on. Oh, I forgot. These were a little bit more liquidy than the other tubes. Here, Ava. Clean off the Ring doorbell camera. Get this side. Got it? Good enough. Don't worry, guys. I disinfect everything. I know, but I'm using the old ones first in, first out. So we've got some fun today, guys. I tuned in on a particular hearing, and we get court and body cam in one, and we love that. We absolutely love that. So I'm gonna get that going. I'm gonna finish up giving the treats out, and then I'm gonna go wash my hands.
For testimony, correct?
Well, argument,
Sorry, okay.
yeah, we have a witness.
No, okay. All right, it's your motion, council, so you may proceed.
Thank you very much. So I filed a motion to dismiss, suppress evidence and because we had seen. And, we'd like to play the video, so I'd like to move for admission of the video, of the defense exhibit A, dash cam. And the crux of our.
I'm sorry, just a moment, council. Mr. Kuzmiak, any objection?
I know exactly what you're going to be presenting. I mean, for purposes of argument, I think you can utilize that to raise the argument at the motion, but to admit it into evidence that could later be used at trial, I don't know if that's appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, I can present the evidence. I mean, she asked me if I had any evidence to admit it. I have videos. I don't know if it's, if the court wants to move for admission or if you just want me to present the videos. Mr. Kuzmiak, sorry, Your Honor, I should be standing. There were videos provided to me by the prosecution. They handed out opportunity videos that came straight from the police officer, so I'm not sure why it would be the issue to admit them in any case.
I think what I was hearing is the issue is whether or not they would be admitted as an exhibit as far as evidence goes, or is it more to support your motion?
It's to support my motion. It doesn't matter either way.
Okay. All right, well, I'll hold that in abeyance. I'll let you continue with what you were going to.
Very good. And the reason why I bring the video, it really speaks for itself. What you'll see in the video is the police officer fails to articulate or have any justifiable reason to stop a vehicle. First, he claims that she was coming out of a parking lot, almost hit a car. That never happened. It's clear in the video. And then he says that she failed to maintain her lane. That also never happened. It's also in the video. You'll find that there was no breaking of the law. She was absolutely compliant. And then most importantly, even if we can see that there's a reason, we can find it in the light most favorable to the police officer's testimony or the police officer's what he wrote in the police report. Even then, he can't expand a traffic stop without articulable reasonable suspicion at all. And he doesn't say that there's any odors of intoxicants coming from her mouth in the vehicle. There's no evidence of slurred speech. There's just nothing. He goes straight into OWI interrogation. And that's kind of, you see, she comes out of the parking lot, and he just immediately starts following her. Major red flags all the way around. And then you can see, after stopping her, he immediately talks about whether she drank and so on. Even in the field sobriety test, Your Honor, there are no issues. She wasn't wobbling. He tries to trip her up several times. And even maybe once where she made a mistake, she caught herself immediately and then went back and corrected herself. There are absolutely no signs of intoxication. So even if the court finds there was reason to stop her, he feels reasonable articulation of suspicion. There's no probable cause. All of these things are dismissible reasons, from the initial stop to the lack of reasonable suspicion to the lack of probable cause. And when we present the video, you're going to see just that.
Okay, Mr. Kuzmian?
Your Honor, Mr. Arago was presented an argument to the court. However, I don't think it's a complete argument. Mr. Arago indicates that there was no reason to pull the defendant over. However, in the police report and in testimony that would be elicited from police at trial, it indicated that the police officers observed the defendant's driving and that the driver had almost struck a parked car with the door open. That wasn't caught on video because the video camera wasn't on. The police
You know what would be really helpful here? Having the officer here to testify alongside the video. But defense chose not to, for reasons.
officer was driving in one direction, she was driving in the other direction. The police officer then had to turn his car around and follow the defendant. And that's where he noticed the defendant drive into the 7-Eleven in Middle and Chestnut area, and then follow the defendant, where he indicated again that she had difficulty in the lane, also observed a back light on the license plate not being operable. And for those purposes of the initial vision of the defendant driving, almost striking a car, to her subsequent driving to her stop, gave what we believe is probable cause to effectuate a stop, number one. Once stopped, police officer made appropriate investigation of the defendant, and by the defendant's own admission, it indicated that she had been drinking, failed a simple little test of, well, question of whether or not to do it 9 or 11, what is the middle number? She picked 9, and then turned and offered the various field sobriety tests. According to the police officer and police officer's testimony that would be elicited again at trial, the defendant failed those field sobriety tests. She also then refused to take the preliminary breath test, and then she was taken to the station, where she then did register in excess of the legal limit with regard to the breathalyzer and toxalyzer. Your Honor, we believe that the stop was valid. We believe that the actions of the police officer were valid. We believe it was an appropriate stop and appropriate issuance of a citation.
Okay,
Your Honor, may I briefly refer to that?
well, I think I can watch the videos. Any objection to me watching the videos?
Your Honor, I have no objection to watching the videos. It's basically, it wasn't an evidentiary hearing, so we weren't going to elicit this or make this a part of the record, but allow the video to be viewed for the court's determination.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
This is basically raw. I didn't have time to edit it. So there may be a few delays that aren't removed.
So I've got to grant access to the,
To screen share? That should,
yes.
yep, it's on the bottom. It's open. It's,
I've got maximum protection on my computer. It's asking me to put in my password.
oh, for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotten logged back into Zoom.
What you need is maximum protection from this judge. Sorry, guys. No, she don't.
So. Here, prosecutor indicates that he had to turn around somehow. That the police officer observed something and then had to turn around. This shows the police officer parked, not turned around, and clearly wasn't in pursuit at any moment in time.
Okay, let me just ask one question. Mr. Kuzniak, is this, because in your argument, you stated that the officer, turned around and then waited for, Ms. Palazzolo to exit the 7-Eleven parking lot. Is this before seeing Ms. Palazzolo with the car, or is this after they turned around and noticed she was in the parking lot?
Yeah, Your Honor, this was a video that started, but it was after the initial contact that the police officer had with the defendant.
Okay,
Initial contact occurred on Oak Street. The police officer was going westbound on Oak Street. Ms. Solo was going eastbound on 4th Street. That's when the police officer observed the door being opened and Ms. Palazzolo, the defendant, almost striking that car. Then Ms. Palazzolo continued eastbound on to 1st Street, made the right turn on 1st Street, and then turned in, came down, and eventually ended up in the 7-Eleven. The police officer turned around, had to turn around, followed the defendant back, parked, and then observed the defendant re-enter the car and then drive away. So the biggest argument that the defense counsel raises is that, some of the issue about probable cause and why to stop. It's not, and it's my understanding in talking with the police officer that the video doesn't automatically kick in because in effect the police officer was driving eastbound versus the car coming westbound. When he noticed it, that's when he was able to turn around and follow the defendant.
so wouldn't it make more sense if we had the testimony of the officer?
Well, you know what? We've adjourned this several times, Your Honor. We knew exactly what we're gonna be doing here. He didn't prepare his witness properly. We're not gonna adjourn it. I'm asking, Your Honor, not adjourn this again. And relying on Mr. Kuzmiak's testimony, it basically would be akin to hearsay testimony of a police officer.
Well, okay, so just a moment. We set this for a motion hearing, not an evidentiary hearing. So a motion hearing is a motion hearing on the legal arguments, which is not necessarily requiring any witnesses to testify. If it was set for an evidentiary hearing, then absolutely, there should have been witnesses here to testify.
Sure, it may not require it, Your Honor, but he's certainly at leisure to bring witnesses to a motion hearing, as much as I'm allowed to present evidence of the same.
Well, I mean, I would presume that perhaps anybody can bring a witness to anything, but
I don't have to.
not necessarily for a motion hearing specifically. Typically, if it's set for an evidentiary hearing in this court, that's when witnesses are subpoenaed or
I understand that.
required.
I understand that.
Okay,
But if he was going to admit or offer testimony that is not somehow in the video or corroborated by a video, I think it'd be prudent enough to bring that witness in, or at least call me up and say, this is what we need to do instead. I don't need the police officer here, so I'm not gonna call it. And
this is a motion hearing on a legal argument to dismiss. There's not been a request by either party, either side, as to whether or not it should be set for an evidentiary hearing, and this court didn't order it set for an evidentiary hearing. I set it for a motion hearing.
sure, and I don't need that. I don't need it in an evidentiary.
So, okay, well, I may need an evidentiary hearing, but we'll see.
But to allow Mr. Kuzmiak to basically testify for a police officer, I think is wrongful.
Counsel, just so you're aware, I'm listening to both of your arguments as far as each of your positions as to the stop, where the stop occurred, what precipitated the stop.
I understand.
Okay, and so I've already heard, absent any, conversation or specific, verbatim discussion between Mr. Kuzmiak and the officer, right? I'm looking to see with right here what this is, okay? So, and I'm also very much aware, which I'll take judicial notice, that it's my understanding, so I guess I really can't take judicial notice until this is confirmed, that the do the cameras flip on when the lights flip on, or is the camera on all the time?
The camera's not on all the time. It's only when the police, you know, eventually effectuate a stop or begin the process of that. Is my
Okay.
understanding. I'm not-
Okay, so if they're driving down the road, it's not necessarily on capturing everybody's driving.
Your Honor, first of all, that's not the case, and I'll tell you why, because he's clearly not effectuating the stop at the time that this video starts. And if he saw something that would tend to support any evidence of probable cause for a stop, he should have activated it then. So allow some sort of testimony or even take that into account when video doesn't even corroborate that. And since it's within his control to activate the video in order to preserve evidence, if it actually exists, he should have done that at that point. So I'm asking that Your Honor just consider the video as evidence. It's uncontested, and unlike officer testimony, who's not even here, really just taking.
Well, I don't know about uncontested. I think sometimes video can be taken out of context. I don't know about uncontested.
I'm sorry. I was saying that this video actually exists, and this is the police officer, and that's the day that it happened, and this is the incident involved. That's what I'm saying. This is an uncontested video as to the fact that this is demonstrating what happened that day, or capturing what happened that day. May I please continue?
Your Honor, if I could only reply briefly, is the fact that defense counsel is fully aware of the position of the prosecutor. It's laid out in my response to his motion, you know, with regard to his comment. He believes that the only thing that can justify a stop is what the video provides. I said that from day one, that this is within the officer's prerogative to investigate a situation which he first identified with the driving on Oak Street, which was far apart from this particular location.
Sure.
Again, as the court indicated, if the defense counsel wanted an evidentiary hearing, could have asked for it. We would have provided our witnesses to that effect. We're not required to provide our witnesses, you know, at a motion hearing that is allegedly on a basically of a legal claim. And we find in our responses there to support the position of the prosecution that this was a valid stop.
Sure, and that means anybody can just fabricate a story that's not captured on video in order to justify why they didn't do it perfectly.
So, counsel, are you suggesting to the court that if something is not on video, it did not occur?
I'm suggesting that one should practice caution when relying on that sort of information if there are other inaccuracies that are later demonstrated through the video.
So if I went over there and did a whole set of jumping jacks that was not covered on video, and then later on somebody saw me sweating on video, is that right there conclusive as to what happened?
You could have been playing basketball instead of doing jumping jacks.
Well, right, correct. So my point is that just because it's not captured on video with exactly what happened doesn't mean that an individual's direct observation is minimized. That's my point. So it appears as though we need the officer to testify.
Well,
Because I don't see how I'm going to be able to make any sort of ruling on a legal argument without having some factual testimony from the officer at issue before I can make my ruling on whether or not there was probable cause for the stop.
well, Your Honor, and I would just ask that that's not necessary because the video shows a certain thing. And in addition to that, even if the stop is totally fine, everything after that is not. So we really don't need the police officer's testimony. The video speaks for itself. I believe that you'll find that there's enough basis to dismiss this, even if there wasn't a reason for a traffic stop.
Okay, so are you stipulating that there was a reason for the traffic stop?
I'm saying there's not only no reason for the traffic stop, but even if the court finds that there was no reason to expand it into an investigation for operating while intoxicated because there's no reasonable articulation, because after the stop has occurred, we can see that the video is already started. So doesn't really matter what the police officer.
But this is not the stop because your client's still at 7-Eleven.
I understand, but we have to start with the stop first, Your Honor. We have to start where we start, and then we'll go into the body cam footage. And that'll. We don't need an evidentiary hearing. We've done this a ton of time. We know what the police officer is going to say. It's exactly what's in the police.
No, we don't know what the police officer is going to say, counsel. I don't make any presumptions nor assumptions as to what any testimony is going to be. I don't have the video or the view video that's not presented to the court. So both counsel has been able to view this video umpteen number of times, all the videos that there are. So you may be able to presume what is going to be testified to. I cannot. So we don't know what's going to be testified to, but proceed with the video. At this point, I'm going to determine whether or not I'm going to need the testimony of the officer before I can make a ruling on your legal argument.
Thank you.
So when you press play and you press pause, please make sure you are identifying the time on the video for the record.
Thank
Yes.
you. So here we observe at the start of the video, police officers parked, not in pursuit and not moving. He's simply, you could call it spying. Until immediately when she makes a turn, she's using her turn signal. This is at 10 seconds in. And she makes a full and complete stop at the light. She's got her turn signal on. No evidence of anything. His lights are not activated yet. He indicates that she failed to maintain her lane. As you can see, Your Honor, she's right in between both lanes. There's not a single issue. She's not weaving in and out. This is at 22 seconds in. Again, doesn't have any issues maintaining her lane. And then about 30 seconds in, so basically the minute less than a minute from her leaving the parking lot, he pulls her over. Again, she activates her turn signal at 33 seconds in. Nice and smooth, not swerving around, no issues at all. Makes a nice smooth turn, 44 seconds in. And completes a stop. Doesn't, 53 seconds in, doesn't try to flee, elude, no issues. She immediately is coherent enough where a police officer activates his lights, she pulls over, full stop at the red light using a turn signal both times. That's all I'm going to play from this one, so I can activate the body cam footage.
Well, no. If you want me to review, to view this, I mean, I need to see this in its entirety, no?
Not the dash cam, because you're not going to be able to hear much. The body cam is the most important. Once he gets out of his vehicle, there's not much to see. But I'll play the next minute and you can make that determination.
Correct, thank you.
Absolutely.
Because I'm presuming at some point your client's gonna be stepping out of the car, correct?
No, there's a conversation that takes place, and that's why I wanted to play the body cam
I
footage.
understand that, but at some point the dash cam is going to capture your client stepping out of the car.
Very briefly, because.
Okay, and that's what I want to see.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Do we know, is that music coming from the?
That's from the police officer's
Okay.
car. Vehicle.
Fire Healthy, United traffic accident south on 75 at North Line. Taylor drove off the freeway into a ditch. MSC was notified. Some units available.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, but it's in court this time.
Here, Your Honor, you can see that she neither wobbles or
I'm
stumbles.
sorry, what time did you pause that, counsel?
Absolutely, 3:37.
Okay,
That was just indicating as she exits the vehicle, you don't see her, wobbling, falling over, failing to maintain any balance. She's.
I know, counsel, I can observe, please. Okay, you can pause this because it appears now
Pause it.
she's made me out of camera view.
Yep, and that's at 3:57. We stopped the video of the dash cam footage. May I proceed to play the body cam footage?
Yes,
Thank you, Your Honor.
as to which officer, it appears as though there are three.
Yep, so this is the officer that approaches her driver's side.
Right, what's the name of which officer?
Officer Saltzman.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Billy decided he was helping with this stream. And by helping, I mean flopping down on my keyboard, mouse, and my elbow pads. So he's going to join me on camera for a little while. Not sure how he's going to like it, but this is the way it has to be.
Hello, what's going on?
I'm going to my house.
You going to your house?
Yes.
The reason I stopped you, so when you were on Oak, you were coming down, that person had their car door open, you almost hit their car door.
I did?
Yes, and then you turned northbound onto First, and obviously, you went,
To 7-Eleven. I just left 7-Eleven.
you went pretty quick down Cedar,
Sorry.
Chestnut, correction,
I'm so sorry.
and then your license plate
He's
lights are
getting
out.
my what?
Your license plate lights,
They're not on?
they're not working at all, so they're probably burnt out.
I didn't know that. He is getting my. You want it?
Yes, you got
You
it.
should ask for it, yes. Yes.
And when you turned out of, Chestnut, you pull onto Biddle,
Yeah.
and you crossed over that lane line, so you're driving into 2 lanes for a second.
So, Your Honor, we don't see that happen at any point in time. There's no crossing over any lane that happened in the video. I'm just making that clear.
Okay, counsel, that's your observation.
Exactly.
I need to watch it a little bit more closely, rather than from the quick bit that I saw it. So that's your perspective and that's your argument,
It is.
clearly.
Thank you.
Okay,
Sorry.
where you guys coming from, Tiana?
So we literally just left my friend's house on Eureka and Orange.
Okay,
Sorry.
then where you headed to now?
Home on Emmons and Biddle, basically. Emmons and First, I guess you could say, but I say I'm in the middle.
Okay, do you have an idea, you, sir?
So, Your Honor, just by way of making a record, she's able to recite exactly where she lives. There's no slurring of her speech. It is absolutely coherent.
Okay,
And
yeah, that's your opinion, counsel.
It is, and I'm allowed to make a record, Your Honor.
I'm not saying that you can't.
Thank you.
You want? Yes, please. Thank you. Tiana, how's your record?
My brother's actually, well,
Have you ever had any tickets or anything?
um, about 6 years ago.
Okay.
I don't know why.
What was it for?
Speeding.
Speeding?
That sounds terrible, but speeding.
Gianna, how much are we getting paid tonight?
Not a lot.
Not a lot?
Nope.
So how much is that?
Couple beers, not
Couple
a
beers.
lot. To me, that's not a lot.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most drunk you've ever been.
The most drink I've ever been is 10. The most drink, like, to me right now is about a 3.
About a 3?
Yep.
Okay. Can you give me a number between 9 and 11?
9.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and hop on the car?
This was in the prosecutor's opening argument. He tried to bolster his position by saying she couldn't give a number between 9 and 11, like 10 was the only answer. 9 is between 9 and 11. It's like asking somebody a number from 50 to 60 and they're allowed to say 50. It's within that range.
Between, not
But you-
that
you said in
number,
the middle.
between.
If you would have said in the middle, I think it'd be.
The question said, what's in, what, the question, please rewind it.
Drink it, like, to me right now is about a 3.
About a 3?
Yep.
Okay. Can you give me a number between 9 and 11?
Between.
9.
Between 9 and 11 is not 9, not 11. Between 9 and 11 is 10.
It sounds to me like a range rather than what's in the middle.
Council, my interpretation of between 9 and 11 is 10.
Okay.
Okay. Please press play.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and hop on the car?
Yeah, of course. Gladly.
And I don't know, to me, it really does sound like she's slurring her words, especially when she was like, number, the 10 is the most drunk I've ever been. I say 3. She is slurring her words. Not as badly as some of the DUIs we've seen, but absolutely.
You got no weapons on you?
Nothing.
Well, I'll have you walk right back here, okay? I'm gonna shut my front lights off. Just hang on right there. Would you be willing to do some Santa Fe sobrieties to make sure you're okay to drive? Cool. I'm gonna have you walk right over here, okay?
Your Honor, if I just made a note for the record at this point in time,
What time did you pause?
that was at 3 minutes and 48 seconds.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, Your Honor.
That's okay.
She had just given birth 3 months ago. Not sure how much that tends to play in somebody's, behavior or anything like that, but just wanted to know for the record, though, there were circumstances.
I've had 3 children. I don't know how that would relate into that or not.
I don't know, I've never given birth before. I was, you know better than I would.
Perfect. Do you have no medical issues with your eyes? No traumatic brain injuries, nothing like that?
No.
Perfect, awesome. Keep your arms up by your side. You're gonna follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Try not to move your head at all. Don't move your head.
Just note for the record, that starts at 4:05 in the video.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sorry. I only had a little, sorry.
Keep watching. All right, this next one we're gonna do, you see,
And so that, we started at 4:05 with that test, and that ended at 5:25, so that was about about a minute and a half. So it's a bit unusually long for that sort of test. You can see he's not convinced, he's got some pursuit.
Well, counsel, you cannot make an argument as to whether or not somebody's convinced or not. You don't have the officer here to testify as to whether he was convinced or not.
No, but
That is your summary and opinion based upon watching this.
no, of course, I'm not.
But you cannot tell the court what somebody's thinking or feeling unless this officer says it right on the record.
Sure.
Or right on the video.
So Mr. Kuzmiak is not allowed to say what the officer said or felt, right? Also,
Counsel, right now I'm talking about this right here and your statement that he's obviously not convinced.
okay.
Okay, so if there's another statement by Mr. Kuzmiak, we'll address it at that time.
Well, then I would just state clearly, after reviewing hundreds of videos over 10 years, this is an unusually long test. That's my argument.
Okay,
You see this line right here?
Yes.
Would you agree that that line is pretty straight, this level?
Read.
Good. So this one, we're gonna do a walking test, okay? If you would like to take your shoes off, I don't see any debris. Or you can keep your shoes on, okay? Cool. So this one, you're gonna put your left foot on the line.
Left foot.
Yeah, left foot on the line, right foot right in front of it. Put your
And.
hands on your side, yep. So left foot on the line, right foot in front of your left foot.
Ready?
Put your right foot in front of your left foot.
Right. Ready?
So when I tell you to begin, you're gonna take 9 heel to toe steps forward. Okay, when you reach 9, you're gonna plant your lead foot. Using your rear foot, you're gonna take a series of small steps to turn around, 9 steps back. Okay, let me demonstrate it for you.
Moving forward. Go back.
I'll demonstrate it for you, okay? 1, 2, 3. So on to how many steps?
3,
How many are you gonna take?
9.
You're gonna take 9, correct. You're gonna plant your lead foot. Using your rear foot, you're gonna take a series of small steps to turn around. 1,
Start.
2, 3. So on to how many? 9, perfect.
First,
Nope, you're gonna do 9 the entire time, okay?
but you did 3, okay?
Yes, just to demonstrate it for you, I did 3, okay? The entire time you do this, keep your arms out by your side.
Okay.
You're gonna stare at your feet, you're gonna count each step out loud, and do not stop until you feel you have completed. Do you understand all these instructions?
Yes, I
Alright,
did.
you may begin.
1,
Make sure you stare at your feet.
2, 3,
Make sure you stare at your feet, okay?
4, 5,
You're not looking at your feet.
6.
Your Honor, this is at 7:01. I would indicate that in the directions that he initially gave her, he never told her to stare at her feet. He only gives her that direction after she begins to trip her up.
no. No, go back. Because at the beginning, he says, look down at your feet. Go back to when he starts it.
Okay.
1,
Make sure you stare at your feet. I'm gonna do 9 the entire time.
I'm gonna go back to where he's giving directions, Your Honor. I'll do-
No, just go back to, it's at 6:35, go back to 6:25.
Okay. Can I start at 6:16 instead?
That's fine.
Thanks.
3, so on to how many steps?
3,
How many are you gonna take?
9,
You're gonna take 9, correct. You're gonna plant your lead foot. Using your rear foot, you're gonna take a series of small steps to turn around. 1,
start.
2, 3. So on to how many? 9, perfect.
First,
Nope, you're gonna do 9 the entire time, okay?
but you did 3, okay?
Yes, just to demonstrate it for you, I did 3, okay? The entire time you do this, keep your arms out by your side.
Okay.
You're gonna stare at your feet, you're gonna count each step out loud, and do not stop until you feel you have completed. Do you understand all these instructions?
Yes, I
Alright,
did.
you may begin.
So hit pause,
Your
please.
Honor, I do stand
So,
that he said that right before she.
yes, okay.
I do stand, I'm sorry. But I would just note that for the whole minute that he was demonstrating it, he didn't mention anything about staring at the feet until the last second before she began, but he did mention it to her.
So it should be fresh in her mind then. It was one of the last instructions that he told her. So she shouldn't have forgotten it so soon. The number one thing about these tests is following instructions. Like, so many of them just don't get that part.
Yes, he sure did. Okay.
Starting the video again at 6:50.
One,
Make sure you start your feet.
two, three,
Make sure you start your feet, okay?
4, 5,
You're not looking at your feet.
6,
Make sure you look at your feet, okay?
9, 5, 8, 7, sorry, park up there. Turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Are you done?
Yes.
This next one we're gonna do, this one I'm gonna demonstrate it, and then I'm gonna ask you to follow, okay?
Yes.
But you just go ahead and face me, keep your arms on by your side for now. Okay, this one, we're gonna raise your right foot or your left foot, whichever one you prefer to raise, okay? Let's
You said right foot over left foot, but,
right foot or your left foot.
okay.
Yep, whichever one is more comfortable for you, okay? You're gonna raise your foot about 6 inches off the ground. You're gonna point your toe forward. You're gonna stare at your foot and you're gonna count 1001, 1002, 1003, so on until I tell you to stop.
Then,
Yep, so 1001,
how far do you
1002,
wanna go?
until I tell you to stop. Okay, it's about 30 seconds.
Okay,
So the entire time you do is keep
so
your arms down by
basically
your side.
30.
So keep your arms down by your side. You're gonna stare at your foot. Make sure you count out loud. And then do not stop until I tell you to, okay? Do you understand all of these instructions?
Yes.
All right, you may begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026,
Keep going.
2027, 2028.
All right, you can stop. So the state admission requires that you must submit to a preliminary breath analysis upon request of a police officer. Failure to do so could result in civil infraction and a penalty of up to $200. Will you take a PBT?
No.
She can't articulate 1,000. The whole time, that's what she was struggling with. 1,001, 1,002. No, it was coming out 1,020. Yeah, no. Girl, you're at least twice the legal limit. But we don't get to find out.
You will not? Okay, it does not mean you're not gonna go to jail, okay? So a lot, of-
I don't,
so you're not gonna take a PBT?
like a breathalyzer you're saying?
Yes,
Yeah, I won't take one.
okay,
I know, I don't have to.
okay. So it does not mean you're not, you can still get arrested.
That's,
Okay,
Okay.
you're gonna be under arrest for operating while intoxicated, okay?
I'm.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if I were to say, yeah, like,
Of course.
what would happen?
If you were to say yes, and you're under that legal limit, or even if you're a little bit over, I'm very lenient with you, okay? If you're a little bit over, then we'll figure out, right? We'll figure out a way.
Like, cause I said, no, I don't get that, like, right, or like. Cause you said
Well, I
you
don't know
were
if you're
like,
intoxicated,
lenient,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So Your Honor, at 10:08, he goes, "We don't know if you were intoxicated or not," which seems to suggest he had no probable cause at all. And we see in the video, she barely messes up. She didn't have any balance issues. She never slurred her words. In fact, there were a few times he tried to trip her up, and she actually corrected herself and corrected him.
What?
For instance, he said, "I just took 3 steps. How many are you gonna take?" Thinking that she might be saying 3 and didn't listen to the direction.
Again, you cannot, counsel, Tom, please stand up when you're addressing the court.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You cannot tell the court why the officer stated what he stated. Okay, I heard the officer say, I took 3. How many are you going to take? She said 9.
Yeah.
Whether it was to trip her up, whether it's to confirm she knew the answer or the what her instructions were, we don't know. So that we're not doing that.
Well, I can make an argument, Your Honor, and I've got great discretion on the arguments that I can make.
Counsel, you have great discretion on the arguments you can make, absolutely. But I'm not going to have you tell me why the officer said to her 9, whether it's to trip her up or not.
Okay.
Okay, we're not doing
Can I
that.
reword that? Say, it appears that one could interpret it in such a way that the officer may have tried to see if she would get tripped up in the moment. And she proved in that moment, if that was the case, that wasn't.
Okay, and then when she was doing the test, the first time, she got to 9 and then she started back over at 5. I watched that.
I don't think that's what happened, Your Honor.
Okay, let's rewind it. That's 100% what happened,
You're talking
counsel.
about the heel to toe test?
Yep,
Okay. I think that was around 6. We'll start at 6:41, it looks like
Okay.
she started.
no, she started.
Sorry?
Go ahead.
For your feet, you're gonna count each step out loud and do not stop until you feel you have completed. Do you understand all these instructions?
Yes, I
Fine,
did.
you may begin.
So initially, Your Honor, he said, don't stop until 9 and then turn around. And then he tells her, don't stop until you feel you have ended. Now, that's contradictory direction. First, he says, do 9 and then make your way back. Then he tells her, don't stop until,
Rewind that again, counsel.
thank you.
Do 9 the entire time, okay?
But you did 3, okay?
It's just to demonstrate it for you, I did 3, okay? The entire time you do this, keep your arms out by your side.
Okay.
You're gonna stare at your feet, you're gonna count each step out loud, and do not stop until you feel you have completed. Do you understand all these instructions?
Pause,
Yes,
please.
I
Fine, you may begin.
Pause, please. Okay, what I heard is that the instructions were given. The instructions were given
Yes,
multiple times that your client goes to 9.
yes.
Then he says, stop when you feel you've completed.
That could be,
Completed per the instructions.
that's, that didn't say per the instruction.
Counsel, that's the way this court's interpreting it. Okay, because he was very clear, 9 and 9. 9, some small little steps to turn around and do another 9.
Would it have hurt for him to reiterate again that it's 9 instead of whatever she feels?
He said 9 a lot of times, but let's please press play again.
Whatever she feels does not mean 9. Can we agree on that?
No, it says when you feel you've completed. Rewind it one more time.
Okay.
Please.
The entire time you do this, keep your arms out by your side.
Okay.
You're gonna stare at your feet, you're gonna count each step out loud, and do not stop until you feel you have completed.
So you feel you've completed with the instructions, completed the test per the instructions.
I think that could mislead a reason.
That may be your that is absolutely what you can think, counsel. That is not how this court interprets that, but you may
Understood.
press play.
Very good.
Do you understand all these instructions?
Yes, I
Fine,
did.
you may begin.
1,
Make sure you stare at your feet.
2, 3,
Make sure you stare at your feet, okay?
4, 5,
You're not looking at your feet.
6,
Make sure you look at your feet, okay?
9, 5, and 6,
No. Pause, please. Not only did she start back over after she hit 9, she completely missed number 8 in her counting as well when she was doing that. So,
And I would argue that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off if you had mid-thought.
no, go ahead, counsel.
I would just put forth that,
Again, please stand up when you address.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. I would just put on the record that reasonable person pulled over, it's reasonable to be under high stress, high anxiety, trying to perform these tests to the T. There was no issue in the nystagmus test.
Well, I don't know if there's an issue or not. I mean, I don't have anybody here to testify to that. You want the court to view the video that this court just viewed and find that there's not probable cause to arrest your client for operating while under the influence.
Well,
Or intoxicated, correct?
Failure for SFSTs alone, Your Honor, is not enough, and numerous courts have ruled that. There needs to be slurring, there needs to be odor, and at the end, he goes, "We don't know." So now that he didn't articulate on the record, you knew that his body cam was on. There's zero articulation that he thinks that she's drunk. He even says it himself. We don't need the officer's testimony. He goes, "We don't know."
Counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
I 100% disagree that we do not need the officer's testimony because that may be taken out of context. I don't know. I can tell you what I observe right here. There's something that's going on and that's not somebody that's 100% sober. I 100% can tell you that. That is what this court sees at this particular moment. Watching the SFST with the heel to toe test and, listening to the, interaction between your client and the officer while your client was still in the car. That is what I can tell at this point. So, I do think that the officer's testimony is necessary for this court to make a complete ruling because whether the officer stated, well, we don't know if you're intoxicated or not, that was in response to the question of your client about
Refusing.
so I don't get that consideration if I didn't take the PBT.
Yeah, he says, we don't know. So that means he doesn't have probable cause to believe that the crime of operating while intoxicated has been committed, which literally destroys probable cause. Even if he came in here and contradicted that, it doesn't matter. He can say whatever he wants on the record. The video shows itself at the time of the offense, which is what we evaluate, not afterwards, but at the time, whether there was probable cause. And there clearly is not, because he.
Well, no, that's not clearly is absolutely not accurate, Colin.
Well, he clearly.
Because what I'm seeing
Yes.
is that there's probable cause for your client to have been arrested for operating while intoxicated.
I see. But the issue here is we don't hear any slurred words. She doesn't trip over her words. She gets all of her words clearly. She can articulate where she lives. She didn't have any balance issues. Even when she tripped up, she corrected herself, especially on the 1027 it was. She corrected herself. This is not a person that shows signs of intoxication.
What video did you watch? Because the one that we're watching is a completely different video. She had balance issues. And now, granted, myself and so many people that watch my channel, we can't walk to save our lives, completely jack sober. So we get that, But she stated there was nothing medically wrong with her, no head trauma, no, traumatic brain injury, nothing like that, and that she was perfectly healthy and able to do these tests. And she can't. This moment is not the time for the case to be thrown out. This is a motions hearing to throw the case out because this attorney has clearly found the loophole of fantasy world that because the officer made the statement, no, because we don't know if you're drunk or not, because she refused the PBT and she wants the courtesy of just being let go. Maybe it would have been better phrased, we don't know how drunk you are, but she's very clearly intoxicated. She admitted to drinking, but not a lot.
It shows high competence in a high stress situation.
Or counsel, perhaps it could show somebody that consumes a lot of alcohol and can contain themselves. I don't know. So then we're going to have the officer present. We're going to set this for an evidentiary hearing so we can hear from the officer.
I mean, let me ask you a question, Your Honor. If the officer comes here and testifies and says exactly, well, I believe, she was intoxicated, but stuff in the video. I mean, are we just delaying the inevitable that we're gonna
Counsel, I am not, listen, if I could do all that, I could tell you what the winning lottery numbers were. I want to hear what the testimony is from the officer, and then I will make my ruling. Let's set this for an evidentiary hearing on, what does January 21st look like for us, or 28th, Ellie?
jury trial that week, Your Honor. I can't do it.
What week is your jury trial, counsel?
Week of the 26th. It's a no body.
Okay, so we can potentially do the 21st.
I'm sorry, I can't do the 21st either, Your Honor. I'm just doing it that day.
The 4th, February 4th.
Or 4th is good for me, Your Honor.
Does that work for the people?
Your Honor, it works for the people. I just need to confirm with the officers that he's available.
Okay, what, does that work for us, Ally?
As long as it's in the late morning.
Okay, 11 a.m.
Let's do 11:30.
Okay, 11:30 a.m. If, Mr. Kuzmiak, the officer is not available, well, if you could please communicate with the officer today and then send an email, including the court and Mr. Arabo, on the availability one way or the other, so that we're all on the same page. Okay? All right, bonding conditions are continued. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then, we have, one other, we have to call this one.
Anything for us?
No, you're all set. Bonding conditions are continued. Thank you. You as well. We're on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Dane Jones, 251657.
Well, I guess we will just have to FTC that one. It was bound to happen eventually. It had to happen at some point. It was bound to happen. I think we tried that once before, and actually, I recently tried that. My daughter had a feeling and wanted lottery tickets, so we bought a couple Powerballs and didn't win squat. But I bought a few scratchers, and I won $1. I don't know what our DUI attorney would be. I've never participated in DUI court here or anywhere. Yeah. I am negative in the lottery scheme. Is he talking about me, Judge DeSanto, or Auntie M? Right, yeah. I'm gonna go on a bender. Oh, for real. Well, maybe he should sponsor Earl Grey the cat, who was very persistently trying to get more treats. If y'all didn't notice, he was reaching across and doing this on my arm. Oh my gosh, he was getting me. Those tiny little needle talons. I love him. I love him so much, but oh my gosh. When he does that, that hurts. It hurts, Mama. Oh, really? Well, I wouldn't want to do that. I may want to go someday. Larry Foreman. Thank you, Nana Laura. That attorney was really irritating Judge DeSanto, but for good reason. He was irritating me. because his arguments were just so delusional. Absolutely in some other fantasy world. And all opinion and him, telling the judge what the officer was thinking. I don't think you're allowed to do that, sir. I don't run her very often, but she does have good cases. They're fine as long as they have cookies. All right, so gifts have been bestowed upon us. I just have to go into my Discord to find them. Mortimer Duke sent one. I've not watched it, but he says he sent it to me for a reason, y'all. So I'm assuming it's good. So we're gonna watch this. I'm getting it to the point. Oh. All right, so I've got it to the starting point. Now I gotta close my Discord, otherwise it'll go bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, I don't know, honey. I never know. Last night was another night of streamer roulette where I took my meds at 9 because I was in so much pain and I just never could get the pain under control. And I passed out cold, and then I got a phone call at 11:47 asking if I was going to go live. I was out. I shall do that. I didn't start that yet. I don't know. Maybe when you move in. I've never tried that. My daughter said she knows someone in college that did, though. I don't know why. Why would you do that? Yeah, I know. I was there. Yes, I'm getting Rocky. Was it a mumble? Was it a mumble? I thought it was a grumble. There you go. Good rule to live by. Good rule to live by right there. No. See, Jerry, those who stir the shit pot should have to lick the spoon. Payback for what? You told me to call her and wake her up. And then in return, you told her to call me and wake me up. Lick the spoon, Jerry. Lick the spoon. We all can see who the problem is here. How did you get blamed? Nobody blamed you. It was all Jerry's fault. You have no proof of that. All right. I don't even know what this is, guys. This could be great. It could suck. I don't know. Get all my stuff in position here. Oh, remove this. What am I doing wrong? Hold on. Why is this not showing? Okay, I have to cancel that. Remove. Okay, now add. Now go here. Now hit play.
Good morning, Mr. Tidwell. I believe you're the only one on my docket, so we're going to move pretty quick. I heard her tell you to step back from the camera, but I'm going to ask you to step a little closer where I can hear you. I mean, where I can see you a little. Perfect. Just like that. Just like that. Great. Let me go ahead and start court, but let me explain a few things to you before I do. Before, when you were talking to Miss McCowan, that was a private conversation just between the two of you. But anytime that you can see me on the screen, you need to understand that because all court in the United States is open court, that we're being broadcast out onto the internet. I tell you that so you're careful with what you share when you and I are discussing your case or cases. Don't share things like a driver's license number, a social security number. Don't hold things up in front of your camera where somebody else can take your private information and use those things against you. So just be smart with what you share. So let me go ahead and start court. You have the right to hire an attorney to represent you. You have the right to have an attorney present prior to or during any interview or questioning by peace officers or attorneys representing the state. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement, and any statement that you make can and may be used against you in court. You have the right to stop any interview or questioning at any time. If you haven't entered a plea to charges, which is typically what this docket's for, then you're going to have to enter a plea before you and I can discuss your cases. Your options in plea are guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Guilty means, yes, I did it. No ifs, ands, or buts, I did it. Not guilty means it wasn't me, or you do not believe that the state, meaning the state of Texas, can prove that you did whatever you're being charged with. That means we're going to have a trial. So that's guilty. Yes, I did it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not guilty. Wasn't me. No way that the state can prove that I did that. That's where we have a trial. Then your third option is no contest. No contest means maybe I did it, maybe I didn't. I'm just not going to fight the charge. I'm not going to argue with the state. So in this court, on these type of charges, on Class C misdemeanors, that's just like entering a guilty plea. It's just that you're saying you don't want to fight the charge. Do you understand those rights that I explained at the beginning? You have the right to hire an attorney. Do you understand those?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions on those rights?
The last one, you said type C,
On the misdemeanor C, no
Yes.
contest. You're talking
Yes.
about the pleas, guilty, not
Yes, sir.
guilty, and no contest.
yes, sir.
No contest is on a ticket, like what we're talking about in this court.
Yes,
That's
sir.
just like entering a no contest plea. It's just like entering a guilty plea. It's just that instead of saying, yes, I did it, no ifs, ands, or buts, you're just saying, maybe I did it, maybe I didn't. Just give me the consequence and I want to move on. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Good. It means something different in a higher court, but it's in this court, that's what it means. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, sir.
See that look on your face.
This is my first time doing this,
I understand.
honestly. So
Then you
I
need
don't
to ask
know.
every question you possibly can.
Yes, sir.
So that's good. So no contest is in this court is very similar to a guilty plea. Okay. Guilty means, let me look at your charts. Okay. The charge against you is for possession of drug paraphernalia. Guilty
Yes, sir.
means, yes, I was in possession of drug paraphernalia. Okay. Not in no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was. Not guilty means you want a trial or you want the state of Texas to prove that you are in possession of drug paraphernalia.
Okay.
On no contest, if you were to plead no contest means maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Just give me the punishment and let's move on. And that plea can never be used against you in any other case regarding this charge. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me just I can't give you an example any better than I've just done. So I hope you understand. Hope you understand that.
I definitely understand. It's
Okay.
just like, yeah.
It's confusing. I get it. If you don't
Yeah,
deal with it every day, I get it. And
I really
you're a young
don't.
person,
Yeah, I don't even be like on doing this. I
see.
just, yeah.
But you understand the general idea of what the three mean, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other questions on them that you can vocalize?
So if I plead no contest,
I'm going to give you a punishment, and we'll discuss that.
okay. I got you. I understand.
That is not the face of someone who understands.
Okay.
Got
All
it.
right. So on November the 30th of last year, you were written a citation in my city for possession of drug paraphernalia. So I need a plea first.
I plead guilty. I definitely did have it. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's talk about that. Let me make my notes. So you have a couple of options that you can do. You could, of course, just pay the fine.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's $349. Or
Yes, sir.
you and I can discuss community service or job skills training, something like that. We can talk about payment plans. I mean, what are you thinking whenever you first logged in with us this morning?
Okay, when I first logged in, I just thought we was going to talk about the ticket. Yes, I know I have a ticket and I can just pay it off. But I just wanted to know that, like, when I got the ticket on November 30th, me and my cousin that both got the ticket, we
Hang on one second. Don't tell me anything about your cousin. Just
oh,
you.
okay.
Just your
Okay.
case.
Well, when I got the ticket, I was checking it every day to see if they uploaded it to the, I don't know if it's like with the website where we can pay the toll online or the
Okay.
ticket online. And I never seen it. I checked it mostly every day, probably like once or twice a day. Even so, I even called the number, and the number that was on the ticket, it just took me straight to like, this is a non-receiving number.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, I'm
And
from
it was
I'm from a
okay.
different state, so like,
Okay.
yes, like I'm in Kansas right now.
Okay. Or you must be in school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Well, let me respond to that.
Okay.
That entity that you were calling and texting or trying to email, that's a third party from us. That doesn't have anything to do with the court.
Okay.
So that's a company that we have contracted with where they can, I mean, they're supposed to make our lives easier. They do not. I mean, they're
Okay.
making my life very difficult. So I hear your story you're telling me all the time. And if I
Okay.
could just change companies that quick, I would. But I'm
Okay.
unable right at this very moment.
Okay.
So let's talk about that. While we're talking, I hope Ms. McCowan has gone onto the website to make sure that if that's what you want to do. So if you go in and just make a one-time payment, the $349, is that gonna affect your household?
Kind of. I was just like wondering, like, since I've been checking this long now, I have like a warrant that got sent to my house back
No, I
in
don't. No,
Texas.
hang on one second. I think you misunderstood that a little bit. So we've told you if you did not check in with us
Yes.
today, then you would have a warrant. You're not in warrant status. A failure to appear is not attached. We haven't done any of that.
I got you, but I got it through the email. My mom sent me a picture for it, so
Good.
I just
Such
want.
a good mom.
Yeah, I know. I just want to know, like, I've been checking to see if it paid for it, and now it's like, since I got the letter now, and when I got the letter, it finally said it was updated. So I was just kind of like, just question on why I shouldn't even got the letter sent to me, because it took all this time for me to check and find out how much it was. Then
Right.
to find out now that I have something that is finally updated on their website is because of a letter I received.
Well, I don't know that that's correct. I don't know that the letter you received is part of it.
Well,
I think it's just
that's
coincidental.
yes, sir. But I just understand that, like, when I got the letter, that's when they finally like updated it, or I guess put it in. Even though on like the website it said put in December 1st, but I knowing I checked in December, it was never updated. So I was just wanting to like,
I believe you.
why,
I believe you on
why,
that.
yeah. So like, I just want to know, like, why it take all that time for me to like wait for it to put in, checking it every day. Then like when I like Christmas go by, I really don't check it. Then after Christmas, like finally, boom, I get a letter, or my mother gets a letter, and now all of a sudden, now it's posted. It says if I don't pay this, I'm gonna have a warrant.
Okay, so let's talk through it. You ready?
Okay, yes, sir.
So in this court, whenever a person gets a citation, I give them 15 business days. Most courts give you 10 straight days. So 10
Uh-huh.
days, a week, and a few days later, you have to come to the court. In
Uh-huh.
my court, because we're at the intersection of 35 and 82,
Mhm.
this is the number one. More people drive into my state through my interstate than anywhere else in the state.
Yes,
So
sir.
I believe because so many people get citations from, like you say you live in another state. So I give my defendants, the people in my court, I give them 15 business days. So that's virtually 1 month
Yes, sir.
before I even think about you having to come here.
Yes, sir.
So I give you 15 business days, and then I'm real lax in December because I don't want anybody in jail on Christmas Day unless
Yes.
they're a hardened criminal. Okay.
Yes, sir. I
So
understand.
let's
Yes,
talk
sir.
about that. You got your ticket on November 30th. What's 30 days from November 30th?
December 30th.
December 30th. Correct. That's when we send that notice out to you, that letter that came in the mail. And it
Yes, sir.
says you have missed, and we don't send it before that 30th day. We send it on that
On
day.
that 30. Yes, sir.
So, and then it says, because you've missed your court date, because I'm a nice guy, I give you 10 more days. So now you're a month and 10 days after your ticket,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
Today is January the 7th. You have 2 more days and I would put you in warrant.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, you were calling that company. And like I said, that's not I can't run that company. I have contracted with them. And if I could get away from them, I would get away from them.
Yes,
But
sir.
I can't do that right just instantly. I just can't. But they're treating all of my defendants just like they've treated you, which
Yes,
I
sir.
don't like. But there's not a thing in the world I can do about it.
Mhm.
Good. So I haven't attached a warrant fee to your stuff. I haven't added a failure to appear. You're not in warrant status. You have
Yes, sir.
linked in with us right at the last moment, even though you were trying to take care of it on the third party system. I
Mhm.
get that. And so you haven't been hurt. I'm not hurt. So let's move on from there. Does
I
that help
got
you?
Yes, sir.
Good. And so let's
I
talk
just-
about your citation now. You're in Kansas because you're going to school, correct?
Yes, sir.
What are you studying?
Engineering,
What do you want to do?
architectural,
Buildings, roadways? What are you doing?
all the above. Anything. I learned all of it.
City management? I mean, what's the goal?
Construction, basically. So like roads, maybe buildings.
Okay. What year are you?
I'm graduating this year.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Do you go on and go to graduate school or are you finishing? I mean, are you going to
I'm finishing my like regular 4 years, and then I don't know if I want to do like masters or anything like that.
Well, now's the time. If you're thinking about it, you got to get it figured out.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
if this is your last year. Is this your last term or last year?
Well, last term. So
Okay.
like, yeah.
So you graduate in May?
Yes, sir.
Good for you. So where do you go home? What's the plan? You going to stay there in Kansas?
Wherever God leads me, sir. Honestly.
Okay. I like that. I like that. What kind of grades you make?
All A's and B's. I gotta have good grades in my class, sir.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. So when do you start preparing for a job? When do you start doing applications and that kind of stuff?
I'm gonna say I've been applying to internships
Okay.
in December and just beginning of January.
So do you have to do
Second.
practicums or, I mean, where you go and do
No,
a full
no.
internship?
No, sir. I can go for well, I guess so. I have to get an internship, see how I do there, and then get applied full time, basically.
Okay. So in your degree program, do you have an internship that's part of the program?
Oh no, sir.
Oh, okay. So you do that on your own.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so are you going to, is that the plan?
Yes, sir.
Get on it. Get on it, Mr. Tidwell. It's time.
Yes,
If
sir.
you graduate in May, you got to get that stuff figured out and get
Yes,
it figured
sir.
out now. Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So let's talk about, you were going to go on and just pay this.
Mhm.
Are you working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you work full-time, part-time? What do you do?
Part time. Well, I work
Don't
at a
tell me
golf
where
course.
you work, but what type of work do you do?
I'm a server.
Okay. So you work in a restaurant, something like that?
Yes, sir. Well, it's not really a restaurant. That's one, kind of, but
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
mean, you've told me. So,
Yes, sir.
and so you go to school, like how many hours? How many hours you taking this year? This term?
Well, I think I got 15 hours,
So
credit hours.
15, and then how are you working?
How often I'm working?
Mhm.
1 day out the week. It's just during what season it's in.
Okay, so if you're only working 1 day a week, that $349 is probably not coming out of your wallet. Whose wallet's that $349 coming out of? Is it coming out of yours?
Sir.
Okay, and from the 1 day a week job?
Yes, sir.
Well, then you probably ought to talk to me about community service or job skills training, something like that. Job skills, you're about to graduate. You don't need job skills, but you
Mhm.
ought to talk to me about community service. So
Like what kind of community service? I was gonna see what kind of payment plan I can do.
well, you can either do 28 hours worth of community service, do that in the next 30 days. So like if you were to go over to whatever city you're in, I don't know what size city, but if there's a college, then there's probably a Boys and Girls Club. You could go do community service at the Boys and Girls Club. You could go to a church. You could go to an animal shelter, a food pantry, things like that. And you could do 28 hours of community service at a nonprofit organization or a government entity. And then after 30 days, send that back to me and it'll take care of the 349.
Okay.
So, but you also probably want to ask me some way to keep this possession of drug paraphernalia off of your criminal history, because in May, you're going to be looking for a job.
Yes, sir.
And you don't want 5 months before a conviction for possession of drug paraphernalia on your criminal history, because most
sir.
people that hire architects run your criminal history,
Yes, sir.
right?
Mhm.
So if I were a young man named Mr. Tidwell, I would say, Judge, is there a way that I can take care of this and maybe not get the conviction? So in May, I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I say yes, sir.
Yeah, good. All right. What do you want? What's the plan?
Well, can I ask you what's the payment plan?
A payment plan? I'll give you 30 days to pay $349 if that's what you choose to do.
Oh, you give me 30 days?
No! Dummy! Oh my God. The judge could not have laid that out any more clearly. You're going to be an engineer, all right? Oh my God, I just can't. The judge basically just told you exactly what to say. You repeat those words back to the judge, and he'll give you deferred, and you won't have it on your record. You pay the ticket, you got it on your record. Please, please, please tell me that an engineer is not this stupid.
30 days to pay $349. You will get the conviction and you will get that will attach to your criminal history.
But if I do the community service, that takes it off.
Well, I mean, I can give you a probation on either one of them. But we're just talking about the $349.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't want to create a hardship in your home, is what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. I understand. So what I got to do to get it off my record?
That's called a deferred disposition. It's a probation. And so I would put you on a 90-day deferral. And what that means is for 90 days, you're on a probation in my city. You will not get any more citations in my city. And you will take care of the fine one way or the other. Community service, payment plan, whatever it is. So no tickets in my city for 90 days. And then take care of the fine. And you only have 30 days to take care of the fine.
Okay. I mean, I can definitely do that. If it's not in your city, in the city of Gainesville, Texas, in 90
I'm not
days.
your lawyer. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just giving you the options.
No, I understand, but you give me 30 days.
30 days to take care of the fine.
Take care
one
of
way
the
or the other.
fine.
One way or the other. And we're gonna do it today. We're gonna set it up today. But you only have 30 days to take care of the fine, but you'll have 90 days not to get another citation in my city.
Was that 3 months?
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't even
I'm
be
not saying
there.
don't come back to my city. I'm
No,
just saying
I'm
be a
not.
good
I
guy.
ain't gonna lie. I don't even be in Texas. Sir.
Okay.
So, like,
What's the plan, buddy? I got to move on. I got another docket.
I'm gonna say I can definitely do that one.
You want to do a 90-day deferral?
And then can I do the payment plans?
Okay, you have a calendar and a calculator right there in front of you?
No, sir. My calculator probably dead. You know, Christmas break.
I understand. Okay, today is January the 7th, Wednesday, January the 7th.
Yes, sir.
When do you think you want to do you remember you only have 30 days. When do you think you want to make your first payment?
I get paid next Friday.
So you're telling me on the 9th,
No, not this
2 days, 2
Friday.
days,
The 16th.
the 16th. Okay. So you
Sure.
want to make your first payment on the 16th?
And how much would that be?
I'm going to divide it by 4. How about that?
Okay.
It's going to be $88.
I can do that. Does it be online or?
No, you'll have to either mail a money order, a check, or something to the court. I don't think you can make Miss McCowan. Can they make payments online like that?
No,
This is the time when I wish that I was like one of those rich YouTubers, because I would totally go pay it for this guy. I would do it. He is clearly brilliant, but he's just not book smart. Or I mean street smart. He's book smart. And he's getting all A's. He's excelling in college. I have nothing but mad respect for this guy. But oh my god, he's dumb. He's so dumb.
he cannot.
It has to be online.
It
It has
has
to be
to
the
be
full
either
amount.
full amount, or he can mail a money order pay or cashier check or personal check.
Okay, to us.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, I don't
And I
have
will send all that information to him.
anything, so I can't make checks.
Say one more time.
I said I don't have a checkbook or anything. So like,
Well, I mean, you can go to a convenience store and get a money order if that's what you want to do. But I mean, that's the only way we have the ability to do it.
honestly, I'll just pay the whole fine right now, sir.
Okay. Okay.
And then the 90-day referral, yeah, I'll just pay it off right now.
Okay. So what we'll do, let me tell you what's going to happen. When court is over, probably this afternoon after lunch, one of the clerks will prepare your paperwork. She's going to prepare a 90-day deferred disposition. That's your 90-day probation. Okay. The only conditions on that deferral are going to be that you're, number one, going to make your $349 payment today. The only other condition on that is that you will not receive any same or similar charges in my community for the next 90 days.
Yes, sir.
She will create that. She'll email it to the email address you've provided to us. You'll sign it with your finger on your phone, computer, whatever you're talking to me on. Send it right back to me.
Okay.
And then once you've completed that paperwork, you'll be able to go online. Miss McCowan, have you gone and checked to verify it's up
It
and
is
going
there.
on?
Yes, the payment is there.
Okay. So Mr. Tidwell, you'll be able to go onto that same website, that trafficpayment.com, and make that payment.
Yes, sir. I also got a question. Oh my God, I forgot what you just said. Oh my God.
90-day deferred disposition. Go online, make your payment. You'll sign it on the email address we provided.
Okay. Do I send it? That's what I'm asking. Do I send it back to the same email address?
We'll send it to you. You just sign it, send it right back.
Okay, yes, sir.
Good.
I didn't know it was the same one, different one, or not.
No, same one. Any
Okay.
other questions?
No, sir.
All right. You got to get this. You got to make sure you take care of this.
The stupid wore off on me. Sorry, guys. The dumb was contagious. I need the antidote. No, what I said when Charlie's comment was up there was, as long as he doesn't get any infractions in Judge Seipert's jurisdiction, he's fine. So if he's in court in Kansas, who cares? As long as he doesn't have any infractions on Judge Seipert's roads. And then I clicked off and realized that I was muted, which I can't see when I'm doing live streams that I haven't edited. If I've edited them, I can see that. Can't see when it's live streaming off of the internet.
It's okay.
Yes, sir.
May's a big month, and you got to get all this little Mickey Mouse stuff behind you.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna pay
Okay.
this. I'm gonna pay it soon we get off.
Good. No more silliness between now and May. Good.
Yes.
Good. You may touch the screen. A little red button will pop up that says leave meeting. You are free to leave the meeting. Have a
Okay,
good
thank
day.
you. Have a
Thank you.
next day too.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Anything else, Miss McCowan?
No, sir. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. That was funny. That was funny. Thank you, Mortimer Duke. Hey, as long as he doesn't get his hands on them. All right, guys. I have to take Ava potty. I have to get food for my kid. Yeah. So I'm gonna go for now. And I am planning on coming back tonight, even if it is only to do body cams, because, you know, Joey Bag of Donuts, he has contributed to the body cam fund visually, and so has Manuel, and Mortimer Duke sent a couple. Yeah. And apparently I have messages from Squishy. So, aww, thank you, Pommy. I appreciate it. You could have used that for postage to mail me something. I love you. That's always the plan. That's always the plan. Maybe a little earlier. It depends on, I don't know. I really don't know. Right now I'm medicated. I take my meds somewhere between 4:30 and 5:30. So right now I'm okay. I don't know how I'm going to be in 6 hours. 5 hours. I really don't know. So I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best. Send you the cat signal? Okay. Oh, I still have everything you've sent me. Palmy was like, he was like Santa Claus year round. If it wasn't for Palmy, I wouldn't have my desk. I wouldn't have my travel bag. I wouldn't have a lot of my equipment. He sent me a cherry mouse. He sent me USB cables, a whole bunch of travel stuff. He had the girls go hog wild on finding stuff for me, and oh my god, I appreciate every bit of it. If it wasn't for Palmy, I would still be on my old flat desk and still propping my monitor up with, you know, Dollar's Tree plastic. I don't know, it looks like a wicker basket made of pink plastic. I don't know where that thing went, but he took care of me. He took really good care of me. He still takes care of me. Ooh. We will all enjoy Charlie's body cam tonight. Oh, wait, that sounded so bad. Oh my god, yes. Oh, Palmy with the wake the hell up. I still have some of that too. I couldn't get through all of it because, oh my goodness. Yeah. I said them. I said you made the girls go hog wild. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I will see you all soon. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.